everyone, welcome to the Comic Movie Show. Sorry it took me so long to get videos out because there's been a lot of news this week, but I have been really busy. But we can put all that busyness aside to talk about the craziness that is going on, especially in the MCU. And the breaking news yesterday is Orphan Black star, I believe her name is Tatiana Maslany. Maslany, or I'm not sure how to say her last name correctly or not, but she has been cast as She-Hulk. Now, this She-Hulk show has been quietly becoming more and more interesting. Out of all the shows lately coming out, that from top to bottom, this is actually one of the most fascinating shows coming out to Disney Plus. First of all, just talking to Tatiana Maslany, I've never seen her stuff, but I've heard great things about her on Orphan Black. She's a 3-time Emmy-nominated actress. She is a 1-time Emmy-winning actress for best leading actress. So basically, it's the equivalent of winning the Oscar for Best Actress of that year. So she's won an Emmy for her acting ability. And in Orphan Black, she portrays multiple characters because she plays a character who, if I recall, has been cloned. And the clones look exactly like she does, except they're different people and different personalities. So her as the actor, Tanya as the actor, had to play multiple characters. And she did such an amazing job at that she won Best Actress at the Emmy. So that should just tell you the kind of star power, the kind of acting range she's coming here. This is a woman who's a legitimate actor. Now, there's a lot of people pissed off that it wasn't Alison Brie and that it wasn't a couple other people suggested. But the thing is, like, in terms of pure acting ability, if you can, I'm just comparing, because I know Alison Brie. I saw her in I've seen her in different things. She voiced on BoJack. She's on Glow, which is an amazing show on Netflix that you should check out, by the way, that I've never reviewed on here. But she's on Glow. I've seen Alison Brie. She's also married to James Franco's brother. I think his name's Dave Franco. She's also married to Dave Franco, which is a bit weird. But I digress. She does not have the same acting resume that Tanya has. Like I said, Tanya is a multi-time Emmy-nominated actress, which means that she is literally in the same category with, like, The Handmaid's Tale and all these other departments with the Game of Thrones cast and stuff. Like, she is that level of an actress. Not to mention, she probably got this role because she has gone and auditioned for multiple roles for Disney. In fact, she was the runner-up for the role in Rogue One that Jyn Erso ended up getting. She was in the runner-up to be in Rogue One. That could have been her in Rogue One. So, so I suppose Disney knew of her. It's not like so I suppose Disney knew how talented she was and had her on their radar. But I guess the stars didn't align until this She-Hulk news. And also, something that a lot of people aren't talking about is just the people behind the camera on She-Hulk. They recently announced, I want to get these names right because these are some great women working on this, like, that they've gotten for this She-Hulk show, and, like, I just want to get their names right. Maslany. Yep, that's her name, Maslany. Like I said, I want to start getting these names right, and I know if I just say them over and over again, I'm not gonna remember them. So I'm just gonna just look it up. They got a woman called Kate Coiro. It's Coiro. So I don't know how you want to spell that. I'm gonna just call her Kate Coiro, which her previous work is on shows like Brooklyn Nine-Nine and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I believe she worked on some other stuff too that are pretty good too. I think she worked on Handmaid's Tale, but she's worked on a bunch of great things and a bunch of funny things. So things that are, like, really funny and, like, in a self-aware way as well. So, sorry, somebody's working on some stuff outside, so you might end up hearing that too. So, I'm sorry if you hear that. But, so you have a woman like that behind the camera for all 6 episodes, which is going to be 6 episodes. The budget is going to be $120 million, which I want to get across for some people. Because there are some people right now who are confused. There's some people who still hold on to the old television ways. You have to understand, this ain't old television. This ain't Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This ain't Daredevil. The budget for these Disney Plus shows will almost be the entirety of the budget for all those shows. Like, this Disney Plus shows, especially all of them, but particularly this one too, is a $120 million season for 6 episodes. That is something like $20 million a season. Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones, remember how great Game of Thrones looked? You might not have liked how Game of Thrones went, but remember how great it looked. This show, all the Disney Plus Marvel shows, will have $5 million extra on every episode than the Game of Thrones budget. That's what we're talking about here. That is the level of budget we're talking about here. So there's some people I see who are confused, like, oh well, maybe she's not gonna do the CGI thing, which is why some people was like, oh, we thought we were gonna just get a buff character because you can't do the CGI thing, and it's just like, no, we can. They can do it. $20 million per episode, you can do it. Like, they're gonna just make her She-Hulk, CGI. They're gonna model it after her. They're gonna get a bunch of scans of her. They're gonna put her in the mocap stuff. She's gonna get to like do the Thanos thing, and she's gonna just take on that role. And like when she turns She-Hulk, you're gonna believe it. Just like when Mark Ruffalo, just like you never questioned that the Incursion of the Hulk in Endgame was Mark Ruffalo, and that's exactly what they're gonna go for. And it feels like they have perfected the technology of making Mark Ruffalo and the Hulk like look so similar that it's pretty much already set in stone. You can almost imagine in your mind what she's going to look like. So if you're worried about budget and worried that they're not going to be able to do this, don't worry. $120 million season, 6 episodes, almost 20, maybe more than $20 million an episode. You're looking at something that's going to be akin to, which is the whole thing Kevin Feige wants to do. He wants to have Marvel movies at home. He wants you to be able. The thing is, why I always argue with people about why you'll never see Daredevil or the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in the MCU is because they are terribly television. As great as they are, Daredevil's fantastic. As great as Daredevil and things like Jessica Jones and Daredevil and I like Cloak and Dagger and Runaways. As great as those things are, they are television. And they are real television. Not elevated HBO television. They're television shows. These Disney Plus shows are going to be akin to movies. They're going to be basically movies. When you're talking about $20 million per episode, when you're talking about a $120 million budget, these are going to be movies. Kevin Feige wants to make it so that you go home, watch these shows, and your mind goes, okay, I can see this character. Because, like, the thing is, a lot of things in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and a lot of things in Daredevil, they don't look like they would be with the rest of the MCU. Like, you wouldn't even imagine it. Like, the tone, the way it's shot, the production design for it just wouldn't fit. That's why I'm saying these shows are going to be so big, they have so much money invested in them, that you will be able to go home, watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and then go to the movies. And if Falcon showed up, you wouldn't even think about it. It wouldn't even be like, oh, I don't know, this is kind of weird. It'd just be like, oh, well, it looks the same. It looks like you just watched it. Like, that's where Kevin Feige is going for. He wants to have you at home. Basically, they don't want you to be able to go home and think about it. The MCU wants you to go watch the movie and come back and be like, and then go home, watch the show, and get ready to go back out a month later and go watch the movie, and then get ready to come back and watch the show. They want to have your entire cycle. They don't want you sitting down. And I just wanted to get that out there because I see a lot of people questioning, like, oh, this is just a television show, so how are they going to do it? And they got it covered. And also, one last bit of news on the crew working on the She-Hulk show, because I do think this is a fascinating crew. God dang it, why is my phone acting so stupid? Hey, you ever have those days where your phone just acts ridiculous? Jessica Gao. Now, Jessica Gao is an interesting, also Emmy award-winning writer who wrote, if you are a Rick and Morty fan, you would know that she wrote one of the greatest Rick and Morty episodes ever, and it won her an Emmy. Pickle Rick. Yes, the writer of Rick and Morty's Pickle Rick is the lead head writer on the She-Hulk show. So let's do a head count here. Got an multi-time Emmy nominated actress / Emmy winning actress for best lead as the lead character of your show. You got a woman director who has directed some of the most funniest, most well-known things. It's Sunny in Philadelphia, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I believe she's even directed on Handmaid's Tale and other things of that nature. So she's been around and she's been on some great properties. So you got that going for you. So you have a veteran, stern hand who knows what she's doing, who knows where she wants to go, who you can see doing well. And you have the Emmy award-winning writer who wrote the I'm Pickle Rick episode. This show is really coming together to be one of the best shows that they put out. And I'm really the more stuff come out on She-Hulk, the more excited I get. And I'm already excited for She-Hulk. I already made my video talking about She-Hulk and how that character is so unique and so fun that I can't wait to see what they do with it. But I am excited. This is big news. Thank you guys for joining the Comic Game Movie Show. Please comment below. Are you happy about this actress being cast as She-Hulk? Tatiana Maslany. I'm going to get that name right. It's going to come to me. Just like I know Simon Liu. I know his name too. That's Shang-Chi. And those names are going to they're going to go. I'm going to remember them. Believe me, I'm going to remember them. Thank you guys for joining the Comic Game Movie Show. Please don't like, subscribe. And are you excited about Miss Maslany getting this role? Did you think it was going to go to Alison Brie? Are you going to bitch in the comment section about her not being big enough, even though the whole point of She-Hulk is that she's this quiet, meek woman who could turn into this huge, green, hulking form? Thank you guys for joining the Comic Game Movie Show again. Please don't like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.